Okay, I'm here. Had to finish uploading the video. New YouTube video. Anybody wondering? Okay, and the schedule should be updated for next week. Really just enjoying grinding DayZ right now, so I think we're just going to play that all next week. I need to grind chests too, but I'm kind of playing with my sleep schedule a little bit here, and I think I can do both without destroying myself too much, I hope. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we're going to see if we can hop back onto experimental. That's the plan. Alright, just a second here. We're gonna get some stuff moved around. Trying to find a good server. Well, I want to play on Sakhal. I would rather not play third person though, but I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid it. I think we're just going to try it. Yep, looks to be about the our only option here. Okay, we can kill that. We're loading in. Here, we can switch this. Let's do it. Okay, so last time we had played a little bit of experimental on a different server, but that one seems pretty dead today. This is the same one that I was going to hop onto last time. It looks to be a bit better, so we're going to try this out. See how we do. Now this is just official, so this is not, since it's experimental, it has to be official. They don't let you load mods on there. But we're gonna just try and check out some of the changes. Holy guacamole, that's bright. Oh my god, my guy is still alive from last time. Oh, we are looted. Okay. DMR M4. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Well, fuck it. I mean, we're looted. Just head south and go from there. Might end up giving someone some very, very nice loot. I hope not. But I was not ready to spawn in, so kidded. Well, our priority number one is going to be to make a fire here, so we don't freeze our balls off. The ghillie's nice. All we have is a ballistic vest, though. We don't even have a plate carrier, so that's a little annoying. But there are some houses down here, down this hill. We'll probably try and camp out in one of those. There's a military base right there, but the combat will be pretty unfair right now if I go peek those guys. They probably won't even have vests on. Oh, I do need a glow plug if I'm going to do the quest. That would be nice. But I don't really need any of the guns in the bunker. That's kind of the shtick. So really just going and checking out the big boat would probably be our goal. Alright, let's see here. No heat pack. Oh, I don't even have a backpack, so I can't put that on there. Okay. Okay, we got some weird fucking loot. have any room to carry sticks, which is a bit annoying. I think we're just going to make a fire out here in the woods. I don't really want to make a fire over in one of the houses. I feel like that's just asking for trouble. So we'll hide it in these trees. That's a nice little tip in case anybody else hasn't been doing that. If you make it a fire in an actual house, it's really easy for people to find you because they'll just see the smoke. But if you make a fire and hide it in these trees, you can usually cover up quite a bit of the smoke. For instance, I'm going to try and make it about right here, I think. Do I have any ammo I can unbox? No. I think we're just going to have to burn... Yeah, we're just going to burn some of these. Hopefully I'm not standing on this, but I'm sure I am. Yep. Should have known. Okay, it may have damaged my boots, but that looks to be about all it did, if it did. Alright, it shouldn't take too long for my guy to warm up. The ghillie suit is some of the best insulation in the game. So best. So my guy should get warm relatively quickly here. We do not have any food, which is a problem. So someone might be able to hear our fire if they run down towards those houses like where I was going to go. But I'm hoping that won't be a problem. It wouldn't be a horrible idea for us to try and look for some combat to try and take someone out and get their food, though. That may be the move. Oh yeah, this is a third-person server as well. I kind of feel like I can hear a guy to my left. But I think I am mistaken. So there are shots coming over from the east over there. Not sure exactly where that is. Maybe Leskorovka. How far down am I? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've really played Sakhal and paid attention. I'd love to get a couple pluses here. I know they made it harder to accumulate more pluses, so I'm not sure how many I can get with this level of clothing on. We've got a lot of the best stuff. Best, high, best. That's medium, that's high, best, best. I would think we'd be able to get 2 pluses, but maybe not. I don't expect anybody to come from my right. That's an uncommon direction to come from in this area. It's more likely people will be heading down out of the military that's up to our left, or they may be heading up from it, or from the cities down there towards it. Okay, it's kind of looking like we can only get 1 plus, which is kind of lame. But that's okay. Well, hopefully we don't get third person by anybody too hard. I'm not really sure how much of an advantage that really gives. But we're definitely not going to be playing like this much. I'm more of a first person only kind of guy. I'd rather play on a first person only server, but the population just isn't there, especially on experimental. You just can't count on it. So food's going to be our #1 priority here. If we can find an animal to kill, we probably will. Otherwise, killing a man is also extremely viable. Since we have the ghillie too, it's really not a bad idea for us to post up and try and snipe down at someone. I am not opposed. Yeah, we have a lot of DMR ammo too. Not quite like an infinite amount, but it looked like we had like 30, 40 shots. So definitely a fair bit. Alright, so there's usually people who like to hang out in these woods. Right where I'm at about now. And they'll head down towards these houses. So we've got one house just in front of us, and there's another one down the road just a little bit. And it feeds in towards Lezgorovka, which is usually a pretty good loot route. We're going to see if we can't get close to the house and just scope it out. See if anybody's in there. Or if anybody's going to be going in there anytime soon. House doesn't have the best windows. Alright. I don't think we're fucking with that. Oh man, I just went red. Well, never mind. Maybe I'm gonna run in and loot it. Maybe it'll have some food for me. Wouldn't that be lucky? At this point, we're fairly desperate, though, because this starvation is going to go quick. This map is really punishing. There's another house up there. Okay, I don't hear anyone. I don't think there's anyone here. Is that tuna or a sewing kit? That was tuna. Okay, not bad. Unfortunately, we just put away our fire. Or put out our fire. But maybe it'll thaw on us since we're pretty warm. Hopefully it won't take too long. We can check that house or we can head up this way. I think there's another house this way. I'm actually just going to go that direction instead. I don't really want to stay near this Freshyville. Try to keep heading south as much as we can. I'm going to try and stay alert though, because people come through here all the time. Not uncommon at all to have gunfights through these trees. Looks tame. Well, go see if we can find anything. No food in the shed. Shouldn't be too surprised. 5 nuclears. Not really helpful. Got the rangefinder, got scopes. Not too worried about it. I'm not sure where the best spot to look for food is going to be at here. I think trying to hunt an animal is probably our best bet, really. We've got the one can of tuna, but we may need to cook to thaw it out anyway. So I really wouldn't mind seeing an animal that we could drop. With the silenced DMR, I'm not too worried about attracting any attention. Also, I mean, just the weapons in and of themselves sort of, you know, invite combat, we'll say. Invite challenge. We got 2 bites of food now. Our health still hasn't actually gone down, but the food's not thawing very fast. Our temperature's still up, but we may just make another fire up here. There's a nice set of rocks we can make a fire at right up here. It hides the fire pretty well. You're really only susceptible from this direction, which we can watch pretty easily. I probably should have tore up some of the clothing down there so I'd have some more rags. What we'll do instead, we have the sharpening stone. We'll just gather some bark. Okay. I actually wasn't sure if you could do this with bark. Oh shit. I just realized I didn't break the stick yet. I hope that burns long enough for me to add the stick to it. Probably will. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Now we wait for the food to thaw. In the meantime, we can probably scope down the hill. Yeah, that should be fine. So this is our vantage point, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good angle, if you ask me. Now, when you're prone and you try to move, that's the loudest you can be in this game. So you want to keep that in mind if you're going to be proned out like that. If there's someone that comes up on the rocks, which there isn't usually, it's uncommon for people to track back that way. But if there was, they'd hear me before I hear them, if I'm proned out. I think our goal is mostly just going to scope it out from here. Going to be to scope it out from here. If we see anybody, we'll kind of want to run up. We don't really want to try and take shots through all of these trees. The trees themselves block shots quite a bit, which is why it's really good to sit behind them, but if you're trying to shoot through them yourself, you're not going to go very far. I believe some people say that the food melts quicker if you drop it on the ground. I really haven't experienced that myself. I feel like it melts about the same pace. But I am going to go ahead and drop it on the ground, for one, just to take them at their word, but also, since I'm kind of crouched up here and I'm in front of the tree, I don't really want the food to be on me if it's just out of range of the heat. I don't think it is, but just in case. Like right now I can see my temperature's going down. I don't know if I'm actually out of range of the heat, if it's just saying that. But yeah, those are definitely close enough. I believe they melt faster the closer you get to the fire though. And they drop off your butt, so if you turn around like that, they get a little bit closer. Tuna and a chocolate bar. Breakfast of champions. It actually does seem like super survival-esque food. If you imagine you're in a plane crash or some shit, some guy's like, don't worry, I packed snacks in my bag. And it's like, oh, what do you have? I have canned tuna and a chocolate bar. But what kind of vacation were you taking? Why do you have canned tuna and a chocolate bar? I don't know why in my head the canon for DayZ is that we're all like off a plane crash. It seems pretty self-explanatory that it's the straight up apocalypse. It's not just you're stranded on an island. Like, the world's been overrun by zombies, man. You got bigger problems than canned tuna and a chocolate bar. this is slow going. Somehow I can gather firewood with a knife. Oh shit. I was just a second too slow on that. I think we're good though. Yeah. And now firewood actually burns hotter than sticks. So that's important because, yeah, I was about to say, I just watched my heat buff start going up by 2. That may be the secret to us getting our second plus sign here. We might not be able to get a second plus sign just off the sticks alone. We may need that piece of firewood to actually burn that hot in order for us to get warm enough to get it. That being said, we still might not get it because we're not getting the indoors buff as well. I know they made it quite a bit harder to get these warmth buffs. That's not actually in this patch. That was from the last patch. I say it's not in this patch. It's in this patch. It's just that's not new to this patch. Well, while we're here, we got some downtime. Might as well patch up our knife. Some people don't like Sakhal as much because you have to sit at these fires every once in a while, and they say it's too frequent, but I don't know. I think it's fine. It's a survival game. I'm not really, I'm not really overburdened by the fact that I have to take care of my survival elements. Also, I'm a pretty big fan of sitting and just scoping out a popular traffic area. I got no problems with that, but it's definitely not a fun way to play just all the time. But to have these moments where it's deserved and it's like, yeah, okay, that's what I should be doing. I kind of like it. This stuff is not melting very fast at all. Put my butt on fire. Oh, there we go. Just had to light my butt on fire. Food does take forever to melt, which it's an interesting mechanic that they added to say that, oh, you have to melt your food because so much stuff's going to be frozen because you're, running around in a fucking frozen tundra. That being said, it can get a little overbearing sometimes. I don't mind it, but it's a lot harder, On Trinaris, you find some food, you open it up, you eat it, you carry on. It's not a big deal. Hey, actually, I think they fished. I think they fixed the hold breath bug. It used to be that if you hold your breath for any more than 2 seconds, it'd start freaking out. But that guy can actually hold his breath for quite a long period of time now. I don't know if that's in the experimental patch or if they rolled out like a mini patch, like a hot fix for the official server or for the live game as well. Haven't really tested on live. But here on experimental, it seems to be working pretty well. The piece of firewood, in addition to burning hot, also burns for a lot longer. So I'm hoping that will get me through that chocolate bar. That thing will melt. The tuna did take me into yellow, though, so that's good. Put this back on our person. I don't know if it melts faster that way or not. God damn it. I knew that was going to happen. And I've badly damaged my pants, or my boots. I'm just going to go ahead and repair them before they get too fucked up, actually. Stepped on a fire twice. I'll just repair them once, though. Okay, I guess we'll just move how we are. Just hope the tuna holds us over for a while. The chocolate bar should thaw in time. I mean, hell, it just went through 3 fucking sticks and a whole piece of firewood. Like, it's gotta melt, right? Especially because it's chocolate. It should have, like, a special property that it melts faster. If I put that thing within 3 feet of a fire, within 30 seconds, it'd be fucking liquid. This one can sit through 3 sticks burning and a huge-ass log. And it's still hard as ice. That's wild. That is some chocolate bar. So the shots we were hearing earlier, the more I think about it, I'm thinking they were from Shashlag, the Shashlag military. Which is fine. I think if we go... I think we're going to head more towards the geothermal plant and the middle hunting areas. Don't really need any loot, but I'm just wanting to head south, and I think I'd rather hit the geothermal plant and maybe hug the right side of the map, which is going to be that far west side. It sounds a little dangerous because the main city over there is going to attract a lot of people. It always does. But also I kind of want, you know, I kind of want the combat. I got the M4. I got the DMR. Let me shoot people. Definitely not invincible with this build though. Only having the ballistic vest is kind of rough. And not having a helmet since I'm ghillie. But if we play it right, hopefully we'll be okay. So that's the plan. We're cutting through these trees. We're kind of heading west. We can see it's opening up over there. That should be in the center of the map. There's kind of some big open fields. Hopefully we can get an angle with the sniper and maybe see some guys out there. Maybe just head to geothermal. Usually some good action at the geothermal. Oh, we got some Zeds out there. So someone's over in that direction. I see some road signs. Not sure exactly where we are. I think we're still more east than I'd imagined. I think geothermal might not be until the other side of that mountain. I don't really know though. Seems like they changed the breath sounds a little bit. They're more subtle. Alright, well we got some Zeds way far out there. I probably don't blend in as well in these super green trees. I still come across as just a group of leaves, so can't be too mad about that. Okay, so we're right here at some town. We might be closer than I thought. Geothermal might actually be like right here and I just can't see it. I don't think so though. I think this is more likely Lesgorovka. So Lesgorovka is really popular, center of the map, really good for finding hunting gear, which is rules pretty predominant on this map. Since you get these big lines of sight like this everywhere. Yeah, so that's kind of the... Okay, so this isn't Lesgorovka, this is the next town over. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Gorachevo, I think, maybe? Or Dolanica, something like that. This is the next town over, though. So we are on the right line. So geothermal should just be that way. But it looks like they've added some stuff here. Let's see if I can scope it out, take a look. The city definitely looks expanded a bit. I don't really feel like going in there because I don't really need any loot, but we can just kind of hang back as a spectator. If that's possible. Their current lines of sight doesn't really look that doable. Maybe we can find a better angle down here. One Zed. I do see a road sign. We'll try and zoom in on the road side. And mind us where we are. I don't really want to keep going back and forth, but now I'm more of the opinion that it's Lesgorovka. I thought this bridge was indicative of that. Yeah, that's Lesgorovka. Okay. So that is where we are. Okay, so we are pretty far east. I thought those, I thought the shed and stuff, I didn't think that spawned here. I thought it was at the next spot over. That's fine. That makes sense with what we're looking at. It do. Well, our plan is going to be to keep going right here, keep going west, just like we discussed. I am out of food, so I'm tempted to go in there and loot for food. It seems like a good way to die as a ghillie. Since I have the silent sniper, I'm much more inclined to hunt for animals. I know there are some animal spawns over there, but I also don't want to cut back up too close to people. I think we'll try and find a safe spot to cut through between Losgoroka and the next town, and we may try and get on the south side of these hills. I think it'll make things a little bit better for us. That's a pretty good little line of sight. Let's take a look over. Wouldn't mind just popping someone who's semi-looted here so I can get their food. That would be nice. Very, very nice. Oh. Got an aggro zombie over there. Couldn't tell if he's one of those always aggro ones or if he actually found a player. Kind of looks like he found a player. The always aggro ones come back after a time. So there might be somebody over there in that house. We will find out in a moment. I hope, anyway. It looked like he was actively swinging, so I think there is somebody over there. I also thought these Zeds spawned in before I was really close enough for them to. So I kind of figured there was somebody down in there looting. But maybe not. But that Zed's not coming back. So, if like I said, if he was an always aggro Zed, he would. He'd come back after a time. And this seems long enough. And there's one. See, I feel like he's greater than 300 meters away. So zombies only spawn up to 300 meters away from you. So if you can range check a zombie further than 300 meters from you, you know that there's another player nearby. Some exceptions would be like dynamic events. So either chopper spawns or police cars, for instance. Both of those spawn zombies. And I don't really know the rules for what makes those spawn, but I know they can definitely spawn more than 300 meters from you, and they will spawn zombies. Fairly certain there's a guy over there, but he could have easily ran back behind all this shit that I can't see through. And there's not really much we can do about tracking him. So I think rather than just sitting here and waiting for the world to change, we're just going to keep moving. If we can find an animal, great, fantastic. If not, we keep heading south. Now hopefully without jinxing it, I can comment on the fact that it not being a fucking blizzard out here is a bit uncommon and quite nice. Usually Sakhal is just absolutely riddled with these constant blizzards. I feel like my chick is losing her stamina really fast. Something I've never really paid attention to on this game. Obviously, if you have a lot of weight on, your character loses a lot of their max stamina. But I've never actually paid attention to whether or not your character moves more slowly with a lot of heavy objects on. I don't actually know the answer to that. If anybody knows, I am curious. Okay, so I think here's where we're going to transfer to the south side of the hill like we were talking about. I don't really want to be on this side. This side's closer to the spawn, closer to Freshies just picking me off, which will be pretty annoying considering how looted we are. And it's also more in the direction that we're trying to head. We're trying to head south. We don't want to stay here. Kind of felt like I just saw somebody, but I think it was just some artifacting from a tree over there. Oh, they added this little destroyed building right here. This wasn't ever here before. Usually there's just sort of a little open expanse before it just moved over into the next town. Alright, let's see if we can't overwatch this. So I think this is Dolonika. I can't ever remember which one's which, but there's Dolonika and there's Gorochevo, I believe, are the next two towns over before we get to the geothermal plant from Lezgorovka. We're going to get ourselves a nice little angle here. And real quick, what we're going to look for first is any Zeds. So if we see any Zeds out here, we know that there's somebody in there that would be spawning them. And I'm not seeing any, which kind of makes me want to go in there. Oh, there's one. He's probably off of us, though. That looks to be within 300 meters of us. Oh, I forgot about the new rangefinder. So this is 245. Yeah, that's about where he is. That's just over there. So that's about 245. I don't know what the H distance means. Does anybody know what the H distance means? Is that like height distance? Is that taking into consideration? Oh, is that the bit about the angle and everything? So is that like the true distance? Okay, but we just saw Z there, and that was at 360. So actually, that's good. That means that there is somebody else down here. But they may have just came in from this south side, all things considered. Let's see if we can't find them running around these buildings. I'm thinking they came in over there, kind of past these trees where we can't quite see. So, yeah. I'm going to try and sneak around. See if we can't get an angle on him. It's pretty popular for people to sit up there in those rocks, though. So I don't really want to give him an angle on me if he's up in those rocks. But if he ran down to the... There's 2 log cabins here on this left side of town. And if he's trying to hide in those, I wouldn't mind trying to find him. I don't really want to get too close, though. So this is one of those 2 log cabins I was talking about. I feel like I heard something over here. See if we can investigate a little bit. This is actually a pretty good angle. I don't hate it. Problem is, if anybody's sniping from those trees across, they are going to see me before I see them, most likely. I stick out a little bit. I also don't have the greatest angle here on the town. It's not that wide of an angle. I only have a couple houses I can see. I think I preferred my original one more, but I just didn't think anybody was actually going to happen into my line of sight from there. Let's try going up the hill a little bit more. I'd rather put some more distance between me and the town. Maybe we'll get up on the rocks and see what we can't get done. I would like to run in and get some food, but I don't know if it's going to happen here either. It feels a little bit too risky. Because I know there's got to be someone near. Zeds don't spawn in for no reason, and they weren't spawning in off of me, so... Okay. These rocks do not give me a good angle at all. It is those rocks that I would want to be on. Okay, nothing there. I think this person's on the left side of the town. I don't think they're on the right side. I think we would have seen them move through by now. So I think they're going left to right, looting. And I think they're just moving slowly. That or they're on the outskirts of town just under me somewhere. I do think they're closer to my side rather than the far side. It's kind of based on where I saw the zombie spawn first. But we'll just have to see. Whenever you're looting through here, though, you gotta be really aware that there could be somebody like me up here looking for you. Most people are, so they do a pretty good job of darting in between these buildings. And there's a zombie down there in front of the hospital. He hasn't been aggroed. So either they haven't made it this far yet, they're not actually looting. They could be on the right side. I think we've hung around here too long. I'm not seeing this person. If they exist, it could have just been someone passing through. They may not be staying to loot or anything like that. I think it's about time we took our leave, though. Let me take one last little peek here. I think we'll start looking towards geothermal next. Geothermal's not far, and it's usually quite a bit of action. It's usually a pretty good time. There are some animal spawns up over here. That would be pretty clutch if we could hear one. We'd still have to cook them, which would be probably a bit annoying and a bit unsafe. But there are a couple isolated houses we could go to up over here. I think one of them's got a good cooking stand in it, or whatever, oven, we'll say. Fireplace. There you go. That's what you call it, a fireplace. Oh, Mosin. It's really funny. I'm actually gonna grab that and stash it somewhere. So from this little shed, we're just gonna take a few paces up. Here we go. It's a little bit better. I just want to hide it a little bit away from the shed and in a spot where it's not just gonna be sitting on white snow and it's super obvious. Just in case we die, we at least have something to run back to. That's not terribly far either. Coming down to Los Grove is my usual loot route, so once we cut in, we'll just have a guaranteed hunting rifle up here. Assuming nobody else finds it. I mean, it wasn't that hidden, but it'd be weird for someone to be really searching for stuff in that area. Alright. We got a Zed out here in the woods. I just heard something. Was it a Zed or a man? It was a Zed. I do believe it was that Zed right there. There's lots of them. I think they added something new here. Oh, this isn't new. This is just the house up on the hill. I didn't realize we were this far up the hill. I wouldn't mind killing these Zeds and trying to see if they got any food on them, but I don't want to alert anybody if they're in these little cabins. It's a popular spot to go. But I'm not seeing any smoke, I'm not hearing anything. I think we're good. I didn't realize till this moment that the Ruger Mark II on the Karma Crew servers is actually slightly different than this one. I knew it was named different, obviously, but I didn't realize it was different, and that the sights are a little bit different on it. I'm so used to using it, it's what I expected whenever I zoomed in. Crossbow bolts. Nice. Some canned crab. Canned crab's pretty big. See if we can find anything else in this house. Doors being shut make me feel like nobody's been here since server restart. But I don't know when that was. Could have been 10 minutes ago. Well, probably not 10 minutes ago. I think we've been on that long. But it could have been just before I got on. Could have also been like 5 hours ago. I really have no idea. I don't really feel like shooting him. I Feels like I'm asking for trouble. I will shoot him though. A water bowl. Do I have a water bowl? I do. Alright. Next up, Gorchevo. Or this little house that I forgot about. Yeah, I feel like they're doing a really good job with this map, actually. Adding these small little incremental locations. Especially if you're just following this loot route like I am. It's something I was noticing on Chernarus lately. That I've been playing a lot more Chernarus lately. And whenever I'm on it, it feels like, you know, you never have to go too far before you hit a new place of interest. Like there's something, you know, a house you can loot or something you can aim towards. Like a chopper spawn or something like that. It feels like they're doing a lot better job introducing stuff like that into this map. I feel like a lot of the community maps kind of suffer from that problem, where if you take off in any general or any given direction, there's a good chance you could be running for a while before you really find anything. And that's just sort of a small hindrance. It's not like the biggest deal ever, and I still like most of the community maps I play on, but it is something. Took too many shots. And she survived the first headshot whenever I shot over there. If I even hit her. Thought I did. Rope, not really interested. Longhorn. Let somebody else have it. More Zeds. We're gonna shoot this guy too. I wanted to see if these guys got food on them. It's usually pretty effective to kill zombies on this map for food. It's one of the best ways, in my opinion, to find food. I am kind of leaving a trail if somebody's following me, but that's okay. Hopefully they don't get a huge jump on me and just one-shot me in the head. As long as that doesn't happen, I think we've got a pretty good shot. Actually, this is official, isn't it? I think a lot of the high-powered hunting rifles will kill me in one shot to the chest, even with this ballistic vest on, so I should probably be careful. Alright, my can crab's probably going to take forever to thaw. The double pluses, though, these things are lasting a long while. I will not have to make another fire, barring my food situation, for a fat minute. Definitely using that piece of firewood is the move. We'll want to make sure we get another one of those on our next fire. It is still kind of surprising, though, that 3 sticks doesn't give you 2 pluses. It definitely used to back in the day, but they've made it a lot harder. Okay, I feel like lots of people feel like this little area is actually safe, and I consider it quite dangerous, to be honest. I feel like it's too easy to hit on this exact route that I've taken, but people seem to feel pretty safe, and they like making fires in these buildings. I don't think I could ever do that. No fire in these ones today, though. So you guys are safe. These guys are smart. They know what they're doing. That or they're just not here, but maybe it's both. Alright, there's geothermal. There's our target. That's where we're headed. So I saw these Zeds spawn in here, so I am going to go loot this. I'm assuming I'm the only one here. It'd be pretty coincidental if somebody else was here right now. Right as I show up, the Zed spawn, and somebody else is here too. I doubt it. I find that the cars usually have quite a bit of food in them on this map as well. Oh, bear trap, nice. I am tempted to grab that and set it somewhere. Let's do it. Where should we put it? At the entrance to this building? How about this one? No, I feel like that one's going to be too easily spotted. Right here by the shed, maybe? Yeah, this looks like a good spot. Oh, they're out here looting around. Maybe we'll hear it go off. Maybe I'll step on it. Fuck it, what do I care? The zombie's probably gonna get the smoke. Trying to stay very conscious of where I put that bear trap. I know I'm gonna fucking forget about it. Greenhouses are usually good for food too, but not that one apparently. More Mosin rounds. Plenty of those going around. I wonder if everybody's just like stuck on the coast, or if everybody's just super far looted and just hanging out on the South Islands. It's pretty surprising to me that we're not hearing more shots here in the middle of the map. This is usually a hot spot. Getting hungry again. It's fairly annoying. Come on, zombie, give me something I can eat. Nope, that's not gonna do it. You failed me for the last time, zombie. Can't even eat the worms off the fucking boonie hat. I hear you, guy. I hear you. Oh my god. I thought that zombie was a guy. Scared the fuck out of me. This time I swing. Fucking adrenaline got me. More Mosin rounds. Damn, if we would have taken that Mosin, we'd be looted as hell right now. Although I think I am pretty looted, to be fair. The DMR and the M4. Hard to go wrong. CR527. Yeah, lots of good guns spawning around here. Okay, we got some drop stuff finally. Somebody's been through here. I don't know how long it's been. Could have been 4 hours ago. Any of my stuff hurt? Don't think so. I think you can repair the ghillie with the sewing vest. I think that's why I have them. Alright. So I know they changed the... Actually, let's go check them out. Fuck it. It's pretty stupid, but... no, it's really stupid. I ain't going out there. I see some Zeds spawned in over at Geothermal, too. We're gonna scope that out. Alright, let's have a peeksy poo. Should probably use a rangefinder first. Alright, we're straight. We're 400 exactly to the big McDonald's shed. About 350 to that one. So we got some Zeds up top there. So there's definitely somebody else in range. I assume they're going to be on the back side of it. They're probably looting up to the front. It's pretty common for people to be pretty sneaky there in Geothermal too. Pissing off the Zeds can be pretty annoying. So the odds that we see anybody at this angle, probably not great. I could go down to the hot water there and try and heat up my food. It's just very dangerous. It feels more like something you do when you've got nothing to lose, but I've got very, very good weapons here. It feels a bit silly to do such a thing. But I also don't really feel like making a fire. I kind of want to see the new effects anyway, so fuck it. If we die, it's all in the spirit of learning. It'll be okay. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh yeah, there should be the new tire fires out too. Those are actually on life patch as well, but I assume they're on experimental. I don't know why they wouldn't be. Alright, well I don't feel good about it. But we're here. I could have thought like ultra fast, that'd be pretty cool. I guess there's no point in crouch walking around. I mean, if somebody glances at me and mistakes me for a bush, maybe, but aside from that, if somebody's looking down here, they're gonna see me. You better make it hard for them to hit. So the water itself is extremely hot. So you can't really stay in it for long. It'll fuck up your boots and everything. That's why I keep checking mine. So I'm hoping if I just keep my crab right next to it, it'll heat it up. I don't actually know if that works, though. We'll stay here for a second. If it doesn't seem to be making a difference, we'll just leave. I'm gonna make a fire elsewhere. I don't see the Zed that was up there anymore. Did somebody kill it? It shouldn't have despawned, especially now. I think I'm close enough. I'm not seeing any of the Zeds over there anymore, though. Probably should have been watching those just to see what was going to happen to them. Still frozen. Well, I'm not sure it's making a difference. Gotta be honest. I don't think it is. Alright, if we had one goal, it would probably be to get to that top of that mountain. There's a military base up there. It would be to get a plate carrier. That'd be one thing we can aim for. Oh my god. Fucker got me with the bear trap, god damn it. Scared the fuck out of me. Fuck. Alright, well. Guess that's what I get for setting up one myself. Karma's a bitch. Hobble over to this here bush. God, dude, it scared the fuck out of me. About jumped out of my fucking chair. I'm not in a great spot for this, I gotta say. All the more reason to go sit down somewhere and make a fire, though. I'm assuming we get to walk away from this. Bear traps don't do that much damage on vanilla. I don't know if that's how it is everywhere else. I kind of thought they did more damage than that. Gotta watch out for those, man. Hopefully this guy just did what I did, which was set it up and then just run away. Hopefully he's not going to turn back and look for it. See if anybody hit it. I am in deep shit if he does. Okay, those Zeds on the left side are still there. Okay, I see the one NPC on the right side. Maybe that one that was up top just got on the stairs. I know they do that sometimes. Man, it feels really stupid, but I'm thinking about making a fire in that house. It's a bit of a giveaway, but the house does at least afford me some protection from some angles. If someone gets close, I mean, my guns should hopefully put up a fight. I'd rather get to these denser trees, though, and just make a fire up there. That's really the long-term plan. Will I make it? I have no idea. Oh, wait. There's like a rabbit or something here. Where you at, buddy? I just want a pet. What do you mean, dude? Oh, you're kidding me. I would have shot you with the M16 if I didn't think that was going to kill you. Fuck it, I'm going for the rabbit. It's the greediest plan known to man. Yes. I'm literally not even gonna bother fucking trying to chop them up here. That sounds so stupid. Let's get up this fucking hill. I'm just holding my finger over the G key. If I see somebody, I'm dropping this rabbit immediately. How'd I just get cut? My boots are ruined. Oh, from the... Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a slow bleed. I can ignore it for a second. Where the fuck am I gonna get boots? Okay, we've got a new plan. This sucks. I'm gonna try and make it to these houses. There's another little strip of houses over here as well. Man, I hopped on the server, I fucking had it all. This is a struggle. I look like I should have owned the whole fucking server, dude. Cooking this meat's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass, too. That's why I need to get to a house, really. Okay, we're far enough away where I think I can reasonably cut it up. I'm gonna do that so I don't have to hold it in my hand, and I can actually hold a gun in my hand. The off chance that I see somebody, I'm probably gonna get the chance to get one shot off before they take my ass out. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. I didn't even think about that ruining my boots. And bear traps are strong, actually. Now the bleeds do stack multiplicatively, so if I get 2 bleeds, it's gonna be a little bit more annoying, even though they're slow bleeds. I still don't know how much they really matter, but they will be more annoying. The storm's starting to come in too, which could actually work towards our advantage, really. People might be less inclined to go out and about if the storm hits. And our fire might not be as susceptible to someone running up and blasting us. Then again, if they're looking for shelter, and we're the only place around, maybe it will be more risky. These are really some shit fucking houses to pick too, but I don't have a whole lot of options here. If I can find some boots, I'll probably just continue running, but if I don't find any boots, I think I kind of need to just hanker down. You know what I just thought about? There were some NBC shoes in that fucking thing that I was trying to go into, the trailer, whenever the thing hit me. Whenever the bear trap hit me. I was gonna go loot this thing, but with my luck, I'll hit another fucking bear trap. I hope I ruin someone else's day, just to pass it on with my bear trap. Alright. Fingers crossed we find some boots in here. Anything. Running shoes. Hiking boots. Trail shoes. Anything that goes on the toes. Thought I heard something for a second. This map, I'm pretty sure, has coded in random footstep sounds. I'm trying to stay a little bit more alert for these bear traps now. Well, with that, we can make some makeshift shoes anyway. We could cut these up. That might be the move. I think it is. I think we're going to do some makeshift shoes, and we're going to cook in here. It's a good house for cooking, really. The line of sights into it are not great. Let's shutter both our doors. That seems like a logical thing to do, right? Alright, how many do I need to make shoes? Feet. 3 is apparently enough. Do I have alcoholic tincture or disinfectant spray? No. Okay. I was kind of hoping I could get away with just using a rag to bandage this up. But I don't think that's wise. Damn, okay. Well, we went through quite a few of our bandages by this point. Oh, that didn't even take one to repair my little cut. That's weird. I guess those baby cuts, it just doesn't actually take one. That's kind of cool. That or maybe it's a bug. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. Alright. We need a bush. We need to get some firewood. So really we need something better than a bush, to be honest. We need one of those funny pine trees that gives me a full piece of firewood. Will we get one? I doubt it. Light bark. Light bark. Okay, we just have a long stick, maybe? Just a stick, okay. Apparently I was being greedy with the firewood. Okay, my guy's starting to move a little faster. I think my leg's gonna heal up here in a second. That will be good. I think we should be safe enough here to make our fire. We've got pretty good lines of sight if anybody is trying to look in. It's pretty far if someone tries to rush me. I think this is okay. I hope anyway. We can cook this food. Having all these to eat will be pretty big. Okay, so it looks like it damaged my pants too, which is pretty annoying. Patch those up real quick. So as soon as these are done and they like are cool enough to eat, we are just fucking slamming them. Oh shit, we're fucking flashing red now. I think between the 2 hair legs and the tuna or whatever the hell else I have, I should be able to get back into yellow. Problem with peeking these windows is I'm going to be really easy to see as a ghillie. I think we're probably not going to peek them. We're just going to hang tight. So I'm going to watch this door. The one behind me has 2 doors. So if I hear anybody come that way, I can just stand up and watch it. But this one they could fly right through. Oh damn, I really don't have much 22 ammo. Alright, that should help me warm up quite a bit too. I don't know if it actually matters, but I always put my hot food in my jacket and my pants. Because if it's in my vest, that's like not actually right up against me, right? I feel like I read somewhere that makes a difference. We need these things to not be red. If we eat them right now, we just take damage. Crazy annoying, but it is what it is. See, I just feel like this map is just, it's just a twinge harder, and it just focuses more on the survival elements a little bit more than something like Chernarus, which is basically just you can run around for free, and you get to explore more, and you get to chase shots whenever you want. But this one, you know, it makes you slow down. It's like, oh, you hit a bear trap, because there's a bunch of those, and people set them up. And there's a blizzard, so you need to go take care of that. Also, your food's really low. Like, you better go kill an animal, and, like, skin it, and find a place to cook. Oh, and you're freezing, so you're going to need a fire. And I just think, like, none of those things are really relevant on Chernarus. Like, sure, there's bear traps, but if you get hit by one, you put up a splint, you just walk away like nothing happened. But any one of those other things that occur to you on this map makes it that much harder to deal with, right? Like, I happen to be both hungry and cold, so it was kind of like a double whammy for me. But really, what I was going to have to do wasn't going to change, even if it was just one of those things, so... Well, I really don't think the... whatever you want to call them, thermal jets, the geysers, I don't think they made much of a difference when it came to thawing out the crab. I mean, I've had it on this fire for a while now, and it doesn't seem to be thawed out yet, so I don't think they really prepped it at all. Ah, there we go. I don't think it can get hurt or like go ruined from just sitting up there, so we're just gonna eat this whole hair leg before we grab it. Our legs should be healed soon, I think. And with that, we just need some boots and we'll be doing okay. I would rather not leave till my leg's fully healed, though. Go ahead and eat as much of this as we can. These things usually fill you up, even if you're like starving, and then some. But I don't know, it looks like my guy's probably gonna get all the way through it. This guy was fucking hungry, let me tell you. Okay, I have to imagine that's gonna take me all the way to white, though. Like, that would be wild if it didn't. 2 hair legs and a whole canned crab. It's like a whole fucking crab, bro. I don't know how they squish them all down into one can, but that is impressive. I've had the morphine this whole time. I wonder if that works with the broken leg. I don't actually know. Sharpen our knife real quick while we got some downtime. Oh, we are freaking out. Okay. I think I laid down on the, yeah, I laid down on the little bench. Oh, this is one of the houses that has the thermometer. What's the temp? 5 below, approximately. That's pretty cold, dude. It's pretty cold. Well, we could start limping along, but I feel strongly that our leg is almost healed. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now, I wouldn't mind keeping the fucking splint on me, to be honest. That looks nigh impossible, though. Yeah, it ain't happening. Alright, well, let's see if we can find some real boots. I think we are going to go up to this military after all. I believe it's up on that hill. The blizzard is getting ready to hit, which is kind of annoying, but should be okay. Alright, server's restarting when we plan to get off, so that should not affect us. Zed out there. Can't ever find these people that are triggering these Zeds, but should be a guy over there. My Zed's not spawning off of me. He could be at these houses. No smoke, no smoke. You guys have a fire started. I'd rather just assassinate this guy than shoot him. This guy could be up in this building here. With our padded shoes, we're extra sneaky. This building is kind of a pain to get up into, though. Just this whole section. To get into the fence line, you have to go to the main entrance on the right side, which I do not plan on doing. Lots of Zeds through here, though. Those ones could be spawning off of me, but I just kind of doubt it for some reason. Oh. Is this new? I think this is all new. I don't think this was here before. There were some houses lining the road over there, yeah, but these ones that are closer to the forest line, I don't believe those were always there. I need to get out of these fields. This is stupid. I'm also running. It's very common for people to be coming down this hill. Since the military's up there, they usually hit it off spawn. Spawn, loot town, go to the military, get good guns, head down the hill. So it would not be surprising to see somebody come down the hill, and I just look very obvious to them. Okay, my shitty cloth shoes are already worn. I know I shouldn't expect too much of them, but... Man, I don't know if plate carriers even spawn at this military. Is my beef with it. I wanted to go to it for that and also to find some boots, but I'm more inclined to just kind of check these houses, see if I can find some kind of shoes, and then just keep heading south towards the island. It feels like the majority of people are probably at the island by now. Or the peninsula or whatever. The whole fucking map's an island, isn't it? Alright, so all our food did take us into white. Thank God for that. No boots. Aha. I knew it was worth popping in there. Actually, we will put this on our field jacket. Maybe it'll warm up quicker, just like I was thinking the hot food would make me hot quicker if it was on my chest. Maybe that'll warm itself up quicker. Winter jacket isn't bad. Simply don't need it, though. Would love some boots. Boots, shoes, anything? Something to put on my feet, please? Jesus. Not very efficient the way I entered this building. Okay, well. Do we press on? I feel like pressing on. I'm not loving the idea of going up to the military. I just want some boots. And to get to the peninsula, but the boots come first. Well, we're finding food here and there. Maybe this one will actually thaw by the time we need it. I fucking doubt it, but maybe. Feels like every fucking Zed that can spawn off me is. Maximum Zed efficiency. These guys are crazy. This is a beautiful map. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, we should probably stop in the field. Having fun with the screenshots. They're addicting. I love a good photo mode. And this game's just aesthetic the whole time. I missed. Hello? Oh, there's so many Zeds. I can't jump this fence. Any day now. Nice. I think our food problems may be a bit behind us now. I hope. Been wrong before, but I'm hopeful. Still just warned. I thought the sounds they were making changed. I got a little worried. I think it's just because I'm inside the house. Don't think it's anything to actually be worried about. I'll relax, zombie. Relax or give me your shoes. One or the other. Had a scratch on my neck. Really demanded me pay attention to it, apparently. So much Mosin ammo, my man. Just a ridiculous amount. That's a pretty good lighter. Okay, but this is like 20 campfires or something. I think that's plenty. The other one's full, but it's not pristine. I'd rather keep mine. Alright, dare we go to this military? I'm really back and forth on it. But I'm pretty sure there's, yeah, I was gonna say there's just more houses, and especially considering what we've been observing on this map, which is that I think they made these little intermittent points between cities more common. I don't think we're gonna have a problem finding places to stop and try and loot. Fucking hearing shit again. Gotta walk like you're avoiding a sandworm. It's the best way to walk in this game. Where people can't shoot you. Just gotta move like an idiot. They won't know what to expect. More Mosin ammo. Dude, I could have that Mosin. I could have an infinite number of bullets for the fucking thing. That is crazy. I keep checking all the bullets because I'm never sure if they're going to be 308 or not. I just get a glimpse of them and then I just look. Okay, I wasn't looking for a bear trap there. I need to be doing that. Bear trap, bear trap, bear trap. Ooh, this is a nice house. Heat pack's pretty nice. I don't really have that much inventory space. Kind of annoying. Drop those 2 rounds. I could probably drop these chelating tablets at some point too, but I know as soon as I do that, I'm gonna be stuck in an area where I really need them. Especially if we are going to the peninsula, they're much more useful down there. Because there's no fountains down there. I didn't look very hard for a bear trap. I'm gonna get hit by another one. I can fucking feel it. There's no boots over there, I'm not even gonna chance it. Not quite what I need. Ah, fuck. Ran out of bullets for this fucking thing. A zucchini? Damn. I want to take the zucchini. I could drop this pistol, actually. It's just the Z, right? Yeah. Dropping this pistol feels very silly, though. I could. I mean, I have the silenced M16, but I don't have a gun repair kit. I don't really need to shoot zombies. I can just beat the fuck out of them. Might as well. Fuck it. How the fuck did you hit me, dude? Still no boots. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Alright, well, we'll have to see if I end up regretting dropping that for a fucking zucchini. I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. 2 60-round mags, that feels like a shitload, right? I don't think that'll bite me in the ass. Man, I don't feel like I'm following anybody else, but I wonder if somebody's following me. I have been leaving a trail of dead Zeds. Kind of going off path here, though. If they were following me, I might lose them in this little situation we got going on here. What's this? Is this new? I don't remember this. This feels new. Boots? Maybe they got boots? Boots, boots, boots? Boots, matches? Buckshot, boots? No boots. You may be new, but you are worthless. God damn it. Ah, fuck, we're at damaged. Alright. What are the odds there's boots in there? Like 0%? Am I getting kicked? I saw the symbol. Okay, we're good. I feel like I've never found a pair of boots in that fucking house in my entire life. I refuse to check it. It'd be a waste of steps. Oh, we're at the chopper. This might not be new. I know the chopper's not new. But I don't remember those little sheds being there. Apparently I just couldn't see that in the vicinity search. Fuck it, I guess. Kind of airdrop. Oh, yes. I was about to say wouldn't drop boots. Let's fucking go. Alright. We're looted again. That is excellent news. They're even pristine and they're good boots. Man, I was going to be satisfied with like some fucking damaged sneakers. I'm elated. This is best case scenario, I think. Watch me get shot in the fucking back of the head now that I found my stupid boots. Actually makes me so paranoid I'm going to turn around. Alright. Well, we got this little thing. What is this? Have I been here? Has this always been here? I'm pretty sure it has. Yeah, I remember it vaguely. I haven't come here a lot, though. I'm usually not this far on the west side of the map. My loop is usually on the east side. The west side's a little bit further because most of the spawns are usually on the east side. So getting all the way over here can take a while. You can get lucky and spawn closer to this side. I say lucky. I really don't know if it's any better. But it's a different spawn and a weird route. But you can definitely do it. This does look quite... This is a large town. I don't know if I do know what this is. My character is getting cold again. And my hunger and thirst are both down. Okay, it may be worth it to get stuff for a fire. Call it a night. Let's see if we can get a piece of firewood real quick. Maybe we'll run in here to this house. Nice. I guess if I was gonna get one, I should have just went ahead and got two. Ah, fuck it. Once done is done. Oh, good. Now where'd I drop it? We're gonna run in here with our firewood and sign off, I think. Character's cold. A little bit hungry. We got our boots. Oh, we got the other heat pack too. That's kind of nice. Alright. We will call it there for now. So, you know, pretty relaxing stream. I swear I hopped on a server that has quite a bit of people, but apparently just not enough to find anybody. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of people on it too. But we'll just have to see tomorrow. Or wait, tomorrow's Friday, so we won't be hopping on tomorrow. But it'll be another day, Monday probably, before I hop back on here. Chance for a stream Saturday or Sunday, but not super likely. So we'll see what happens. But probably can carry on this character next week. See if we can't get some action. See if we can't get up the peninsula. Maybe check out the new ship. So that's the plan. All right.